Hello everyone! Welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Actually, I should be doing that a little bit later. I still need to forward this forward the stream to a few groups. Give me a second. I I will say that I'm from trying out that that's from trying out the previous Into the Future event that the alchemy cards seem kind of interesting. It does make red white even more powerful if Mardu is to be trusted in that one. The dragon cards are also greater, but it does feel grindier. So buyer beware on that one. Not much on the others. Um, Absent still getting the short end of the stick. Hey Matiliara-san, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? So we're pretty much on the lookout for Mardu and or Jeskai just to have that red white base there because those are the big winners in alchemy. Other than that, not so much of anything else that I noticed. But anyway, this is gonna be a one-off. We'll try it once. We'll see how it goes. I probably would be able to try more of this if we got a quick draft version of this. So, but right now, we only have premier drafts of alchemy, and so this is the only one we're gonna dig in. Okay, let's see how many. Let's see if we actually get quite a lot here. Seats are gonna fill up quite a bit here. That's something for us to keep it. Okay, got it filled up. Let's go. Also, start of the season, so we're kind of clawing our way up the draft ranks. Still waiting for a little more. Still waiting a little more. Let's see. White black still feels kind of grindy. I guess that's the absent nature part of it, but we can try and make it work. And okay, we got. Okay, so let's take a look at the alchemy card we got, and very basic. Swiss Spear's Teachings. This puts us in Jeskai. Most likely, just go for the Songcrafter Mage. Probably one of the best cards here. It's a bit of a shame that I kind of want to take this when there's a Molten Exhale. This is pretty solid as well. I really should take a rare from at the very least. So yeah, we're kind of giving up on red here. See if this lines up. This does line up the best for dragons, and we do get a Hollow Merc Siege, also a very solid card. So we probably could just end up taking that. The alchemy card is missing here. Jeskai Shrine Keeper is fine, but yeah, we'll take the Hollow Merc Siege here. We'll see what lane we end up in here, cause like. Okay, we got Dragon Blood Twins actually is quite good if you can get into the 2 spells deck. So this one's pretty neat. We could start going into red, though we did pass a few good red cards here. Fleeting Effigy is also another option here. Not much in removal. There's Evolving Wilds, Teamer Tawny back, but I think I don't want to take that as common. Let's start going into red. There's a Sago Pummeler, that's fine. So we want to be okay. I guess we can start. Ooh, there's also the Waystone's Guidance. I probably would take the Quarry Mountain Stalwart first, but yeah, it looks like we wasted our rare picks here because it looks like we could get the red white opening here. Alternatively, I could just take the Waystone's Guidance as well because then just be on the lookout for creatures with haste. Fleeting effigies are fine, but Quarry Mountain Stalwarts. We'll try the new cards. We'll see where we line up here. So there's a Rebellious Strike, Dragon Claw Strike, Fire Rim Form. Okay, so no cheap creatures. I could just take the Delcovian Encampment, but so we have 3 out of 9 rares here. But realistically, we only have 2 good picks right now. I guess we can just take the Poise Practitioner. Our alchemy card is Song of Seasons, which gives us a lot of land if we decide to go this Songcrafter route. I think I will take the Poise Practitioner here. We'll probably just try to go low red-white, though it's not exactly kind of panning out here. Ooh, United Battlefront. That's another nice rare. I think I should just take Coordinated Maneuver though. Because that's his 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can just take the 4th rare. We'll take the Osseous Exhale this time though. So it gives us something cheap to do. Summit in. We could take another Poise Practitioner. We could take Unending Whispers. Let's start with the Poise Practitioner. We're just gonna try to keep our curve as low as possible. The Fleeting Effigy came back. That's pretty good for us. Yeah, this actually is a very nice combo with Waystone Guidance. Got ourselves a Lightfoot Technique. We'll take that. See how this lines up here. Kind of in for a bit. In for a bit of a tester here. Little Headache currently watching SCG coverage. Oh, that's actually a good point. What is the SCG coverage right now? What's the SCG event today? We'll take the Fire Rim form here. And there's a Seize Opportunity. Yeah, we'll take the Seize Opportunity as well. Though yeah, we're gonna get another Rebellious Strike. So we got 4 rares up already. So there's a Mammoth Bellow, which is probably one of the best spells, but it's super counterintuitive to the 2 spells plan. There's a Frontier Bivouac. What's our Alchemy card? Rune Blade Razor. It comes back once. Yatan Road Watcher, not interested in that. We really need cheap creatures, and we're kind of drying up here. I could just take a Dragonstorm Forecaster, see if we can hit those globes and whatnot. See if we can pivot there. Oh, there's a Molten Exhale. We're definitely taking that. There's a Sun Pearl Kirin as another option. Wingblade Disciple is also nice, but we have to take the Exhale here. Ooh, oh, okay. Shock Brigade is a good add-on. We have an all-out assault that I kind of want to take at least. I kind of want to take this one. Let's see if we can make this one work. Okay, Descendant of Storms is a very good pickup for us here. We also want to start considering ways to fix this Black Splash as well. So as far as rares, we have 5. So okay, not bad, not bad. Fire Rim form. Not sure. There's a Narset's Rebuke, deals 5 damage to a creature. I think I actually want to have the Embermouth Sentinel here. Sunshield is fine. Yeah, we'll take the Sentinel. Duty Beyond Death is not good. I might rather take the Reigning Victor, but this is functionally a 4-drop. Yeah, we have to kind of take this one. There's an Absent Devotee, but we're not Yeah, it's really unfortunate that we couldn't get the first cards to work out. Let's see if we can get away without running. We might have to run this one and the Rebellious Strike. If we're trying to go low down on the curve, that this is a bit of an interesting plan here. Also, creature count 8/6, not that great, especially knowing that this is kind of card draw. So we actually want a lot more 1s and 2s here, because our flurry spell seems to max out at 3 here. King Guard fits the bill for us. There is a Lion Weight, which is really nice, but yeah, we have to take what works for our plan. Like another King Guard. There is a Tawny back. If I had known this was gonna happen, I would have probably taken another. There is a War Effort. Kind of expensive. I'd rather have the Rescue Leopard, which is not exactly that cheap, but it's still additional card selection, if I may say. Yeah, I probably should have taken the rare in that previous pack. There's a Lancer. There's a Monastery Messenger, which is fine. Actually, I would take the unsparing boltcaster here, but yeah, we're getting too many trees. Well, there's an overwhelming surge that I do have to take. So I probably just cut the Reigning Victor. That's a very weak pick here. The all-out assault is probably, and that even might get cut. Yeah, I should not be doing this right now. Oh, in fact, that might have crashed. Oh, that didn't crash it. We'll take the wild ride because because this one also has a potential to. We have a Lightfoot technique. Another Lightfoot technique might not be so bad. Let's consider it right now. We have to. Okay, we're getting so many Lightfoot techniques. It's not funny already. And so we got Naga Fleshcrafter as our rare. Reaching Dragonstorm is a bit too expensive. We're taking. I guess I will take another Dragonblood Twins. Dawnbreaker would be fine. Yeah, we really want to look for cheaper cards now. I've been missing out on the Quarry Mountain Stalwarts, but okay. Well, there's also a Baron Step Siege. This one's also worth splashing. There is a Channel Dragonfire, but I will consider taking this one. So, and we got a Quarry Mountain Monastery. This time, nothing so much that I want to take. We'll actually... So, let's do a sanity check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably not going to get our 9 rares, but we do get another Molten Exhale. Still need... I guess, no, what's this? A Mardu Devotee would be... Well... Mardu, I'll also take a Mardu Monument. We're passing on a Devoted Duelist, but Mardu Monument does help fix our mana here. 12 and 10 is a bit much, though. I probably will start looking for spells to cut. Actually, that's a good question. Why does it say F10 spells? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so probably we can go down on the white a bit. There's a Detainment, which is really nice, but I probably will take Frontline Rush. Sonic Shrieker is also an option here. I'm torn between these two. I'll take the Frontline Rush. So we're technically 13 and 10. Frontline Rush kind of places a creature for us. We can probably say cut the Osseous Exhale. We don't need that. And try the Thunder of Unity. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life whenever creature control enters. I guess we can take this. So 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we just need one more rare, but I think we only got one more shot at getting it. I didn't see any dud rares earlier, so we... And we can even run the And we can consider running the Dalkovan encampment, actually. This one actually works for us. Well, we got Stasis Snare instead, which I guess I could take. Equilibrium Adept is also an option here, I believe. But I think I will take the... I will take the Snare because I do get discounts. It works well with us here as a Mardu. So that said... Yep. No, yep, we really should have taken another rare earlier. We have 8. We got 8 when we wanted 9 if we were going for that one. Also, Hey, we got the Stalwart back. We also have the option for Scarred Barons or a Riling Dawnbreaker. Let's take the Stalwart. It allows us to say cut the Rescue Leopard. We will take the Dragonfire. It allows us to... Oh, there's a Jeskai Monument as well, but there's also Starry Art Sky Rider, which is actually quite good. But I might rather have another Fortress Kin Guard here. Okay, so I guess what we're gonna be cutting now... Oh, Jeskai Devotee's fine. Okay, and we can go for the Duelist, but I think we would just take the Coordinated Maneuver in this one. So we're gonna start making some significant cuts here. So we have a bit of a plan. Not so sure if that's a great plan. Also, Jericho Alagan, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? So, we don't really need 3 swamps. We probably just want 1. We're mainly... Okay, we have to decide to cut either white or red, and I probably will cut white. No, cut more... Yeah, because we want spells that we can cast on our turn, because we're doing a lot of double spelling. Let's cut the maneuver also. So we're at 15 and 10. Remember our frontline rush counts. Jeskai Devotee, we're not exactly splashing for blue, but this is still a flurry card. It still fixes. I don't want to. Let's see, at the beginning, I think I would still keep this one. +1/+1 counter on each creature we control is still really good. All Out Assault is probably the one that might get... No, it's still fine. We can make it work here. Artisan probably gets cut. So... Alternately, I could start looking for more red to cut instead. But I probably would keep the Sentinel. Yeah, this is a bit all over the place, honestly. So yeah, so we're gonna split this up here. Our curve is 2.5. I'm tempted to actually just go down to 16 lands in this one. Let's see if we can make this one work. Fingers crossed. But I'm not too sure about this one. See if we can make it line up. Okay, so yeah, missing our red, but Embermoth's Siege can grab that for us, so we'll keep this. I wonder if I can go for some epic. So we're gonna be taking a bit of a beating. So we can set up this one. Yeah, one's gonna give us a beating. So next turn, yeah, we actually hit a lot of our non-creatures. Ooh, when I hit Zergo, we are going to... Then next turn we can kind of do Baron Step Siege, I guess. But yeah, this was a very important snipe out. Warden of the Grove. Effigy. Well, taking a hit, please. If a creature died under your control, each opponent sacrifices it. Ooh, tempting. And since our opponent didn't block, we go for this one. But yeah, we're actually missing a lot of our creatures, so maybe I do cut a few more. Look for more spells to cut. Opponent goes for Cutable Merchant. Opponent gets 4 out of 5 colors, which is kinda nuts. Also kind of missing mobilize now that I think of it. We're kind of relying on it from here. I'm actually gonna swing with this one first. Opponent prop. Yeah. Probably should have actually just held back. I'm probably gonna just use the seize opportunity to draw cards. That's a bit of a whiff. Ooh, okay, nice. So let's see what our opponent. So we get to snipe this. See if our opponent has a way to save it. Star Cancer Solve. Okay, they have a way to save it. That's fine. This one, I now want to put this one, I want to endure it upwards here. And we hold back. Opponent seems to be kind of flooded, but the amount of mana they have is admittedly scary. So I'm actually gonna just let them take the hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll just drop. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, all out assault is kind of it is busted. Okay, we just survive off the back of that and the Wayfarer's Guidance. That was a very that was nuts. So that was a pretty good first win. Yeah, the removal is still key even if the removal is still kind of important. Those Molten Exhales. Actually, it looks like we did cast almost every card. It was that relevant. Okay, so let's see what our next match is. Okay, so Devotee. We are missing the black mana for Step, but having this red on standby is kind of helpful here. I probably would just cast this one first. Also want to be on the lookout for setting up a double spell though. This one is the least beneficial one, just +1/+1. I still would have preferred an Absent Devotee because it would actually fix this one. This is sorcery speed. Opponent's gonna actually just just gonna have removal first. That's fine. So next turn we'll probably just cast this end of turn, then go Baron Step Siege. Okay. Now this is what I would say that Jeskai did get much better with this one. Yeah, but yeah, indeed, that was. Actually, I'll be honest. That first game we were We were kinda in danger there. Okay, let's see. Does our opponent have the counter spell? Nope. Okay. Now, opponent is going to be incentivized to remove this. We probably would have to cast this end of turn to draw cards. Well, we are in a well. This is the setup where we're kind of fine with it. Also, a bit unfortunate. Let's see what happens to the tokens. They get sacrificed end of turn. Next step. So, oh, it's this turn, so that doesn't really do anything. Okay, I misread that. So I have to cast it first, then declare an attack. That actually makes it a lot worse. I'm waiting for our opponent to actually do something. Opponent has to have some removal at this point. New way forward. You draw that many cards. Okay. Choose one. Okay, fine. Okay, I hope you like those cards. Still gonna hold back a bit. So opponent is now swimming in cards. I suspect there's a big effect that they could have. Like there's the Alchemy Dragon that returns all non-dragon cards, which does wreck our board. Okay, opponent looks like they're gonna try to cast something now. Territorial Strike. Okay, they did not behold. Okay, that's fine. It also actually does seem like they. Lipstick Appraiser, sure. So I probably still want to cast Seize Opportunity just to get my draws up. Definitely, I could do the Flurry, but honestly speaking, I might want to avoid doing that on Sipsic Appraiser. I might want to look for something else. Sounds like Reverse Review. Yeah, that one. That's probably what. That is exactly what I'm expecting. Okay, hit the Static Snare, which is not great. We do hit the land. So what I might do is I might just cast this. Slash. Get me the Scry one. I think Sparing Boltcaster is fine. And also, if it bounces it back, I lose the token, but I would at least have a one or two real creatures this time. But yeah, it's looking like a very. Also note that our opponent is flashing white. Oh, they even have. They really did go 5-color. Makes sense. Dragons are that Teamer Devotee. They have to start dumping everything. Cast this now. Okay. Then I'm probably gonna just activate this. See if we. That's it. Gives us a little extra damage. I know our opponent has removal. New way forward again. Oh wow, they did draft the double. Okay. Okay, not the worst. But yeah, seriously, double new way forward. Okay, that explains why they were going so late game on us. But they still need to have a board. They have so many. How many cards? Also? They have 11 cards in hand, and 10 card depth. We're 10 card advantage over us, but they still need to play stuff. I'm also starting to consider maybe I do put in the red land as well. Oh, this is gonna mill cards. Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah, they had a really nuts setup. And yeah, but they did not really play that many creatures. They had a lot of really good spells. Yeah, I was more concerned that it was the first issue, but it is quite possible that our opponent really, well, they really went off the deep end. They had a lot of spells, but something was really nuts. New way forward was cute, I would say. That was definitely an interesting trick there. Yeah, it was a treat. They actually drew 8 cards off those 2 new way forwards. Okay, so this one I'm kind of fine with because we have the turn 2 Dragon Brood Twins, but we really need the third land. I might be tempted to cast this first just to ensure our land hit there. Okay, going for the relic. Let's not take the risk. Let's get our land. Yeah, that was very close. I could have also just played this out first, then next turn try to go for the other one. I spelled Bellringer. We could snipe the artifact if we. Okay, so we actually have options here. Like I could swing at this one, just snipe this one, and looks like, or I could try to go for this one. So many things, so many choices. Oh wait, they can choose both. Let's see if our opponent. Okay, he respected it. So I guess I could just pass. Okay, opponent's gonna go. Opponent's actually gonna skip. Yeah, well, it makes sense. You also hit an evolving wilds. They definitely are playing multiple colors. I'm hoping it is a creature that is still kind of cheap. Not. Well, not that one. So hoping to hit land. Ooh, nice. Well, not so nice. Like I miss out on the opportunity, but I still have to cast this. Then we can go for the opportunity next turn. So next turn we have multiple 2-spell options. Like Twice Practitioner into Dragon Brood Twins is one. Okay, ooh, they got the best spell. Now this is a case where we really have to hold on to the static snare. If our since our opponent probably has a good chance of getting this back. And yeah, they hit their teamer colors now. Okay, they're at 5 mana. Well, 6 mana. They can tap the creature. And yeah, it's 8 to make a dragon. Ooh, a bit nasty. But I only have 5 mana, that's the problem. So I think my best bet might actually just be the Baron Step Siege. Like I could go for the Dragon Brood Twins and all that, but yeah, we do the Baron Step Siege first. And the reason for this is because there is a potential, there is the mythic that when they ATB it deals 3 damage to basically all our creatures. We at least want the Stalwart to survive. Poise Practitioner also gets that semi-benefit as well, but we really need mana. Kinda dying for mana here. Yeah, we also have to remember our sequencing here. We don't need the flurry quite yet for this one, so we'll take 4. Take 5. And they only have 5 mana now because they... Ooh, of course. Okay, but we hit our 6 man. Yeah, because that was their second. Was that their second spell? Oh yeah, no, they had the 6 mana natural. Okay, so we can exile this, but we would be taking 10. So first thing we need to do is actually get some creatures on the ground. Yeah, we're missing out on this one in favor of this one. Is there a sequence where I could want 4 mana? This one just gives us a bit of a cushion. Yeah, Dragonback Assault. Yeah, that one. But apparently it turns out, yeah, this was the one with the... This one did have the Stonehide Ancient. Take 10. Oh, do they have a fight spell as well? No, that'd be annoying. Because we can get... Nope. Bellringer. We can still get a discount on this. So we can get this down to 3 mana, but we want to cast another 3 mana spell first. Okay, I might have made a mistake by playing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get our double team. Do our static snare. Hopefully we... Hopefully our opponent doesn't have enchantment removal. That would really wreck us here. They could also have a snakeskin veil, which would be kinda bad. Nope, letting it go. Now if they chump block, I probably just do overwhelming surge. Oh no, okay, I'm not. That's fine. Okay, so probably still want to hold this up. Well, they're still seeking. Yeah, I have to mention that the first time we played, we were winning off the siege. Now that we're doing this draft, it's pretty much the siege again. The opponent goes for the globe. They got 5 mana up. Also, it's each dragon you control enters with, so we can kind of snipe it a bit, I guess. Okay, just to tap that down, sure. Also, it's 5 mana to untap this, which we can kind of do, but still kind of pricey. Oh, opponent's going for it. 5, 6. Okay, might as well do this. Wait, one or both. Opponent says good game. It's not quite. Oh wait, if we double spell, it is over. And we have plenty of spells. Like I could just cast Tactician. Oh wow, never mind. Yep. Practitioner, Waystone's Guidance, Fleeting Effigy. Yeah, actually, I do need to double check the wording. I think it says the first creature cast each turn, so if I did switch the order around, I might not even get the mobilize. It's not the first creature that recently entered. So I'm gonna now that I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna double check the wording on that. Your first creature spell each turn, so yeah, there is a caveat there. This one's a bit too expensive. Sure, we get to... It's kind of like an extra draw card, and we are starting to hit the point where we might need it from time to time. Also, haven't had a need for this one yet. I think we're splashing for 2 spells is kind of already the threshold I'm at. I don't want to push it anymore. Whew. That was... Yikes, this is my fear. Okay, so we're forced to take that. I guess we can... I guess we pass on the frontline rush? Alternatively, I could pass on one land and just use the Sentinel to do the other land. Super greedy, but we were having problems with color. Okay, let's see if... So at least we have Channel Dragonfire that but we're not really casting anything else. Champion of Dusan. So I'll probably just cast this right for now. Then we'll hopefully set things up later. Also, we kind of have a 1-2 combo with this if we need to. Except that we are still missing the red mana. Yeah, our red mana is going to be our big... We're probably going to lose this one here. Yep, here's an exhale. I could have held back to just have a blocker, but okay, we hit it. I'll be annoyed if our opponent was still holding up a Snakeskin Veil. Oh no, please go for that instead. Yeah, I probably should have went for the other one. Yeah, we made a mistake in that one. Turns out binning the land was a good choice. Yeah. So far that was a very good choice. We are kinda... Now that said, I did end up making not so great choice. These are no combat tricks, but we are still taking hits. So if I drop this one, it'll cost 3 mana to cast this. Then... Oh, we're getting there. Yeah, I would not try block with this anyway. I kind of wasted this one. Should have held on to it. I'm surprised our opponent didn't cash. Oh, that's why he didn't cash it. All out assault, but we don't really need it. Hold on. Ah, it's 7. Okay, so we would have needed 4 mana. Yeah, it didn't. It wouldn't have mattered. Hold on. Hello. Hello. Ulo. Okay na. Chonggyao na. Oh. Huh? Oh, okay na. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yep, but here we are starting to see the... I did mention before that it did feel like we didn't have that much gas. Or didn't have that much many threats. Our creature count is admittedly on the lower side here. So we're technically 14 and 10, which is a very quite light here. Yeah, sometimes happens. We actually got down to 8, 9, 15. We got down to 16 lands. But the thing is, we don't exactly have that many creatures either. I would have to start putting rescue leopards in. but the toughness is kind of important here. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. We'll see if we can. We'll leave it at that for now. But I might consider probably cutting a few other spells just to make the just to get the rest of it, just to get more creatures in line. Yeah, could have gotten more creatures. I'm still also waiting for the time that I'll be able to do draft nine rares properly. Also, hold on. Let me see. Okay, Rob McIntyre, thank you for Yeah, Rob McIntyre, thank you for liking the post. So, I'm sorry I only saw the notification just now. But yeah, nice to see you. Hope you're enjoying what you see so far. And okay, this is where we're kind of at. Two mana into a 3-mana play. 2 mana into a 3-mana play, hoping to hit another pair of 2-mana plays. I probably don't want to spread myself that too thin just yet. So regrets. I kind of wish I did now. So I'll play this other one here, hoping for another cheap spell. Did get our cheap spell. Just that the flurry part, it matters here. It doesn't matter here. Yeah, I'm gonna let the trade happen. Okay, Molten Exhale's good. So especially since our opponent's playing Absent, I'm expecting our opponent to start playing larger creatures. Ooh, they have a bit of a choice. It's only creature cards. Sage of Disguise is annoying, but they got their effect off this already, so might as well snipe this now. And I think I might have passed this. Now this would be a decent reason to go into Absent. But yeah, we're kind of now on a standstill here. So this only gives +2/+1, so not that useful for these guys. And I think I might even just take the damage for now. Guard. Okay. Snipe this first. Piercing Exhale. Yeah, that's... Definitely considering that one. And I might as well play this one. But opponent goes for the Armament Dragon, yeah. can take 9, but it's kind of gonna be really brutal. I can minimize some damage by just taking 4. Not so sure how correct that is. We hit our other Molten Exhale, but let's see. I can swing with this one, but I really want the Flurry in order to get... And I only have 2 power here, yeah. Yes, I'm gonna pass. Yeah, we're just taking more beats. It's not so good. Trade Route Envoy draws a card. Yeah, we're not winning this one. This is the case where we walked into mid-range. Oh, I wish I had this earlier. What I could do is I could sacrifice this just to get the +2 life points, but... Yeah... They might not even bother to block. Yeah, yep, that's desperation there. Yeah, we can concede this one. Ooh, not looking great. But hey, I really hope I can at least get one more win. We're kind of down to the wire here. The all-out assault would be nice, but yeah, you have to also remember that it's really not easy for us to hit our mana in this deck. So... It'll be interesting if I cast this turn 2 and hit the land. Well, oh, okay, no Caustic Exhale. I really want to hit another land so that I can... Didn't quite hit the other land, but I will still snipe that. Yeah. Oh wow, that was fast. Actually, that's a good. It does raise a point. I probably want some, but I don't exactly have many 1-mana spells. Hey, we did get our 4th win, so we kind of made back the cost. Yeah, I still have yet to draw this one. This would be a really nice 1-mana spell. I could also see cutting down more white by trading practitioners for leopards. But the scry kind of does this. Well, it's a bit harder to parse, but the toughness kind of helps a bit. I guess having the raw power also helps. If I get another game after this one, I'll try that exchange. The Saga is a no-show too. Well, it's a no-show because I didn't put in the deck any. I didn't put it in the deck. Does our opponent have removal? Okay, they had removal. Does our opponent have even more removal? Just gonna take that. We'll drop the Waystone's Guidance. Ooh, opponent actually going for Jeskai. So I'm gonna swing first. The other Dragon Blood Twins is gonna be it will be an actual threat that our opponent will have to answer. People are saying that this is probably gonna be one of the few spells that will get adjusted down the line. I would not be surprised. Mobilize 2 is a real thing. Because right now we're threatening to hit for 8. Oh, okay. Watch this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And the second flurry, that does it. Okay, see? It's probably good. You know what? I'll just leave this as is. Yeah, that. Mobilize 2 is, well, Mobilize 2 on a properly costed creature is costed. Mobilize 2 tacked on to any creature for just a one-shot 2-mana investment, and it's not limited to the next creature. If it was just a one-time boon to the next creature, okay, sure. But no, it's for every first creature. Actually, that's probably going to be a fix. Like, it's not going to be the first creature spell you cast each turn. It's going to just be the next creature spell you cast, period. They'll just flat out go to that one. Okay, no. Definitely keeping this. If I can convince our opponent to drop a Molten Exhale on Fortress Kingguard, I'm fine. Dragon Brood Twins, yep. Hit. And we're gonna get our second mountain here. Because we kind of now have a semi-aggro plan. I wish we just had more creatures, but if our opponent is gonna go one creature a turn, we might have a shot. Yeah, this is actually also nuts, but I don't think our opponent has the right deck for this one. Ooh. Okay. And yeah, ooh, wait, what's this? Whenever you cast a spell, you... Okay, nice, nice. So the question is... Yeah, so this just... Oh, our opponent could have channeled this. And they're just gonna go for a dragon. They draft a new dragon. Actually, what are the spells in this spell book? Ooh. This is the... Okay, so this is actually bad for us because this one just keeps fueling itself. So we can hit this... Okay, so we can hit this one. I'm pretty sure our opponent still has dragons, so this does make it kind of scary for us. We kind of just exhausted all... We literally exhausted all our cards at this point. Yeah, this... Oh, non-creature spell also triggers it? Okay, that's nuts. And we used up most of our removal. Literally surviving off pump spells, what the heck? Okay. Does our opponent still have another dragon or a non-creature spell? No. Hope, please don't be an instant. Oh, it's an instant. Come on. You suck. But maybe if we deal enough damage, we... Oh, he has to block some. He has to block something. He cannot just let that go. But I am gonna be quite short on damage. Yeah, short by 1. Oh, but I still keep the tokens. Guidance would make the... Okay, opponent is kind of out, but... Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got there. We barely got there. Oh my gosh, we barely got there. Unbelievable. Like we had to we literally burned everything just to take out all the advantage from that spell book. And so this will be our last game. Definitely. I hope we can get this one. Yeah, we're really living on the edge in these games. But yeah, the hypothesis is somewhat correct that a red-white base, if you can keep it low on the ground enough and have a good early start, it's really worth it most of the time. You still need to have a few key rares, and you may have to splash for them. But if you have the plan in mind, you can go for it. So this one is admittedly super sketch. We do not have a single creature. Yeah, I might as well play this now just to take even more lands off the deck. So I might just play Waystone's Guidance into another creature at this point. If I can draw a creature... That said, Waystone's Guidance is still fine here because it will still pump the tokens that come out here. Marshal of the Lost. Let's give that the mobilize too. And I don't need to snipe it now. Okay, opponent incentivized to swing. Like I could just do the all-out assault, but we'll. Oh, they have Lamb. Untap each creature you control. But it only puts the tokens in tapped and attacking. So I think my best bet is to actually just... This is activate as a sorcery, yeah. Best bet is to just activate this. Swing with these three because opponent can only... Yeah, so they're just gonna take. So my fingers are crossed that the all-out assault's gonna do this because my gosh, we literally just drew one creature and not much else. Opponent's swinging is not. Now they could have a board wipe, which is really gonna be really bad for us. That's actually not the worst. That's annoying, but it's not the worst. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So I probably still want to cast this. Just to give it the mobilize. Opponent is really incentivized to block now. If not much else, I just partially cleared the board. But that could have also been really bad. But hey, we were kind of desperate at this point, so if they just have more removal, it's really bad for us. Static snare on. Yeah, it's bad. Lamb is also another. It's not also another epitome of broken creatures, I would say. So what do we need? Not more lands, seriously. Okay, we can concede after this, but yeah, then my gosh, we drew way too many lands for this one. But we're already cut down to 16. Yeah, I have to give hanging on. Actually, yeah. Well, we did not get our 7th win, but 6 wins is nothing to sneeze at. I'm actually quite happy with it. We got a pretty decent haul, all things considered. So there we go. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and let's open this one too. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Many thanks to all those who tuned in. Thank you, Mantilla Razon. Thank you, Jericho Ilagan. Previous opponent. Yeah, the last one. No, I was the one that was trying to hang on for dear life, but couldn't quite make it. Yep, and this is the guy that beat me. I would not be surprised if our opponent got that very early and just built around it. Pretty much, if you do that, it really works wonders. But hey, I can't be too mad. We got that far. Anyway, that is gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. Ooh, mythic. What is this? Actually, this is probably gonna be for Brawl, and it's otherwise it feels like the least exciting one. I might be wrong. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.